Cancer, welcome to your reading. I do things a little bit different around here. I had a little bit of my own insight, but also kind of a little bit of the feedback that I get from your energy. And I kind of go along a structure that I've developed, but Cancer, your manifestations from the 5D through to the 3D is based upon key words that can be looked up in the Dictionary of Dreams. So 5D is your dream state, 3D is your tangible world that you live in. And so the challenge here is to be able to bring these dimensions into the 3D to create the life that you always want, or the life that you dream of. And so key words that stand out to me is rain, dice, cards, lace, letter, and closet. With these manifestations in mind, stay tuned. At the end of the reading, I'll go into this Dictionary of Dreams, and I will get an interpretation of what these manifestations are. And hopefully that you, if you're dreaming about these things, I hope that this resonates with you and resonates as well with the reading. The catalyst for your manifestations is what speeds up the process. And this is being able to look past the emotional barriers to see the potentials of others, choosing to support rather than abort. The anchor, what holds the manifestations back or slows them down, is not allowing the fact that each person that surrounds you is on their own journey, and judging others based upon your own experiences. And the trophy, which is the gift that is the unseen gift that's given to you by God, or given to you by the universe or spirit or what have you, is the gift of feeling the potential of others, as well as the gift of discernment and discerning your own potentials with absolute confidence. And the valor, what's going to take some courage here, is letting go of the need to say the last word. Escalation is not the same as elevation. Have the courage to be encouraging. Courage. And so the next slot here is for Savior. And I got this book from my mother for Christmas this last year, and it's kind of followed me around, and I've from time to time been able to flip to a page and kind of get some insight on what Jesus would say. So I love this part of my reading, is to bring Jesus Christ back into the fold here, as we are being into His fold. But each day is documented here as days like a bathroom reader. Like you go through the calendar and you got an inspirational quote for each day, and even cited by a bunch of scriptures in the Bible. So it's I find it fascinating to be able to bring into the reading. But right here, Cancer, we have April 6th. April 6th. Let me flip to that page right here. And it says, "There's no higher reward in this life than my approval. When you want recognition, come to me first. Not the world, not family, and not even to other believers. I'll give you far more than you ask. Call on me. I'm the giver of immortal rewards. The world recognizes you for what you do. I recognize you for who you are. Today, in my watchful and loving gaze, be who you are. I love you." Yeah, I thought that was a fantastic quote to go along with this reading and the manifestations that you're bringing into your tangible world right now. And so after, of course, the Savior is the sacrifice. And so that's what you give up or make room for to allow for your manifestation to have room to come to you now. And it says the dysfunction of not allowing yourself the freedoms that come from tuning in and making adjustments to feeling and thoughts, to your feelings and thoughts. So the dysfunction of not allowing yourself the freedoms that come from tuning in and making adjustments to your feelings and thoughts. And the lesson: if it brings you rage and or puts you in a cage, therein is your need for change. If it brings you peace and or allows you to release, therein is your need for increase. And Here's a couple more quotes that I kind of want to tie into this as being the lesson. Here's one right here. It says, "Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes it's the quiet voice at the end of the day whispering, 'I will try again tomorrow.'" So that's pretty encouraging there. And it says, "Start over, my darling. Be brave enough to find the life you want and courageous enough to chase it. Then start over and love yourself the way you were always meant to." So I found that to be kind of empowering, but more encouraging to be encouraging. So I think that's really awesome. But I've been writing poems for each of the signs. And Cancer, your poem for this reading is the Epiphany. And it's like this. "I get this sensation triggering an escalation, a feeling of anticipation ushering an evacuation. This all feels unstable if I were to give it a label. And everything on the table feels like a fable. My thoughts seem to challenge my feeling, for I think the potential is through the ceiling. I wage war against my feeling with what I'm thinking. Suddenly now I see why my ship is quickly sinking. I see this war playing out from day to day, like a broken record stuck on replay. I often find myself attempting to make the call, and to my own demise, I realize that I'm the wall. I find that I apply force to the circumstance, knowing that I am blocking my chance of romance. Instead of getting a grip, I let it slip, and crack a whip with my lip and sink my own ship. It's like viewing the potential of others against my own, and not seeing their effort corrupts my tone. But an epiphany arrives and brings me closure. My thoughts are expressed to test my emotional exposure." So, pretty powerful there for you, Cancer. Let's get into the cards right now and see what the cards have to say about all of this. And let's get some guidance and direction from Spirit. I'm sorry, I was just going to go right into pulling the cards because the decks have already been pre-shuffled, but I like to let you know by giving it one last shuffle before we actually start using the card. So there it is. All right, Spirit, show us the overall theme of Cancer's reading. The overall theme. There it is. And the overall theme of the reading, I'm just from the picture I get, float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. That was Muhammad Ali. It was kind of the mantra that he lived by. Float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. So I see right here, walk with wings. So allow yourself to be light on your feet and not heavy burdened, you know, and happy-go-lucky too is the kind of a feeling that I get from this card. I can also see a lot of yellow coming from the solar plexus chakra, you know, and the bumblebee, you know, being that way as well. But I also see like just the pollination, you know, the pollination going on and taking place at this time in this card and throughout your reading is like feeding the growth of beautiful life around you. So all that surrounds you, and being that force, allowing this to take place and encouraging it. This is your purpose. This is your role in life, to be able to encourage others around you. It actually bolsters up the confidence within you, and to make the right decisions and have clear conscience and clear knowledge and clear sight. Sorry, it took me a minute to get to the word, but yeah, clear sight and clear vision. But just look at that, this happy, cheerful young girl, but it could be a man as well. But just in your youth, being able to express the youthful side of yourself is where you're at your best, and your strong points are lying there, you know. And it's light on your feet, and not allowing the world. And I can see she's walking a tightrope of thorns, but she's not even looking where she's stepping. She's allowing herself to feel and know exactly where to step just by feeling. And so it's this like ability to tap in and to be in tune with her surroundings, so much so that she's walked this before. She's also allowed the thorn to tap her foot and to puncture her. But this is all of the past. She's learned how to let go. She's learned how to let go of a lot of things. And so that's the beauty of this overall reading, and what we're going to be able to take the energy from is this this solar plexus energy, this sense of character, sense of self and self-worth and self-love, and being able to smile even in the midst of chaos. And you know, all these bees right here could all at once just attack her and take her out, but she's in tune with her environment, in tune with the surroundings about her, and is encouraging further growth and further knowledge and further acceleration into happiness by encouraging others to be happy as well. So really cool overall theme for the reading. And let's do past, present, future, like we've been doing, keeping the same format here, Cancer. We're going to use a pretty cool deck here. I don't really know names of decks, but if you recognize the cards, we'll soon have my website, my YouTube channel a little bit more developed, where you can actually look up all the decks that I use and hopefully be able to find it from there. But yeah, I'm going to shuffle one more time with this deck, just because I'm talking to you. But let's see past, present, and future, Spirit. Let's see what is here for Cancer in the past, and then the present, and then future. But past first. Here we go. Let's get the past. Let's get a good dig on what's going on in Cancer's past, recent past even. It can be from just last night to a year ago. Let's see what we got here. All right, so it's. I get a read on that when that happens, when a lot of cards come flopping out. But what had happened is I had a little bit of a pile coming out, and then I went to stop it, and then both piles came out. So it's kind of like you see something that's going to be revealing of yourself, and you go to stop it, and then it gets everything else gets revealed. More gets revealed about you that you didn't want to be revealed. So that's in the past position. So that's kind of where I'm getting at. We just got a card for the past position, and it's great big love. Great big love. So it's like this heart, and speaking from the heart. I see this blue, light blue, and then third eye. I'm just seeing chakra colors right here. But it's also divine inspiration with these three lights coming in, the Trinity. But then I also see wings right here, flying from the heart. But in tying it in with this card here, it's allowing your inner child, but it's also giving flight to your heart, allowing it to ascend, allowing it to heal all the way. You can see that on this heart there is some rough edges here. You see these rough edges here, so it's like that thorn being punctured into your foot. You've been hurt before, you know, and but you can see like a rocket. This thing is blasting off. It's blasting off and realizing your potentials, knowing what your potential is, and doing anything you can to fly and get there and reach this pinnacle, reach this trinity of the three things that you value in your life. It could be love, it could be family, it could be career. I mean, those are three main ones that come to my mind. But it could also mean three different, like, personal things, you know, self-love, self-worth, and self-esteem are three other ones that come to mind real fast. And then I can see all around on this card a bunch of orbs, but I see also on the heart, if you can see that, there's like stars, and then there's orbs and stuff that you can see all around. You've got ancestors, spirit guides, and angels all around you, and really focusing on your heart. And this is people that are alive and people that have passed on to the other side of the veil. You got people that are supporting you in ways that are behind the scenes, so to speak, that are working in your favor. People that are very aware and conscious of your struggles, and are are taking it upon themselves, either energetically or doing it physically, to assist you and to help you and to be an integral part of your growth. And the number 26 is on here, and 2 and 6 come out to be 8. So 8 is the month that we're in right now, and that's what I'm drawn to. Is this is a big month for you, a big month for growth and opportunity, for growth, to see your potential and to move forward with it, and do it with exuberance. I don't know why I never use that word, but with exuberance, and hell, I don't even know what it means. But but to have confidence in yourself, and to being able to see through your third eye. A lot of dark blue energy here, but then to speak and to talk and to encourage through the lens of your third eye, and being able to actually see with your heart, which is something I never said before either. So if that resonates with you in any way, then that's great, because that's kind of weird. But anyway, yeah, great big love. Not just love, not just big love, but great big love. So great card to have in this past position. This is where you're coming from, and into this present moment. But Spirit, show us a card in the present moment. Man. So having this heart coming into, look at these 2 hearts. I mean, this is crazy. So 2 hearts, maybe that has something to say about things. Maybe you're ascending to a level of another heart that you felt like was locked and caged. And I'm getting this as a romance kind of thing. And maybe this is your heart actually too, that you've kept locked and unable to advance to the next level beyond this. You know, so it's like maybe this was something that needed to happen, is having that support system to bring you into this uncaging, to this beautiful uncaging, as a matter of fact. And you can see right here in the keyhole, there is the key. All you got to do is turn it. And so it's like the turn the page is another thing that's coming into my mind. Maybe Metallica song, Turn the Page. But you can see in this as well, all the yellow that's being shown here in orange. So that being your solar plexus. A lot of stuff about your purpose and about your character. And so unlocking and unleashing these things about you that is beautiful. And the number 14, if that has any resonance with you. Number 14 also reduces down to 5, which in numerology that means change. And it's a major shift and a major change happening in your life. And again, the stars, and more prevalent in this card than the last one in the past position. These stars are in similitude to your healing and your ability to heal others as well. And through your actions, through your kindness, and through your words, and through your example. So and 2 hearts. I'm drawn to the 2 hearts, and we'll probably get a good, more descriptive meaning of the 2 hearts right there, from the past to the present moment. Could also just be how your heart's ascending into a place of ascension where it's at an all-time high. You've never been happier in your life in this present moment, or what's about to happen in your present moment. But let's go into the future and take a look at what's going on in your future position here, or the outcome, or it could be even challenges that's going to be more challenging, or something that can be overcome, or what it is that we need to have for insights. Spirit, show us the future, or the outcome position for Cancer. Spirit, we appreciate the read so far, but let's get a little bit deeper into what it holds in the future. All right. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable right here. Okay. Can we get any more about healing the heart here? And you know, it's like in the future, I think this is healing the heart, but you also have it in every position. Something about your heart, or uncaging your heart, or you know, healing it, but also the great big love that you've had in the past. But so I think that this card is in similitude to reflection, being able to reflect back on all the cases in your life where you've been able to transform or transmute what you thought was happening to you, which broke your heart, you know, and put you in this space of lack, or a lack mentality that you kind of, you know, over the course of this year have been able to heal in those ways. But in the future position, having this still here, this has been a long road for you. This has been a long process for you, and it's being able to feel yourself and feel your heart. But I don't believe that these hands are guarding the heart. I think these hands are feeling, and that's Cancer. That's the strong point that you as individuals have, is this intense emotion, intense feelings, and being able to control them. So more than anything, I feel like that healing the heart is holding back those feelings and letting it develop before you put words to those feelings. So it's like having a emotional control or emotional stability in the future outcome. And I think that's what it is when you uncage like you are in this present moment, you want to give so much, and then you realize that, oh my gosh, I'm giving so much that it's impossible for anyone to reciprocate this amount of love and abundant vitality that I bring to myself, and I pour outward to others. You know, that it's hard to match. You know, it's like I have the key to my heart, and this ability to lock it down too as well. And this is like white and black. It's kind of like it's quick. It's almost like I wouldn't say multiple personality, but maybe bipolar in a sense that you can lock it down, or you can open it all the way out and let it all the way out. But it's like being able to, in the near future, from like today throughout a year from now, being able to necessarily unlock it, but then channel it with your hands covering here. I mean, I know this is kind of a crazy depiction, but it's allowing yourself to pull back without locking down all the way. It's having a happy medium between the two extremes, you know. And I see that this depiction right here also has a heart, like a tattoo on her breasts or above her breasts, and this heart tattoo is in similitude to being able to do so, to being able to control the heart and let it out of, I guess, this portal right here, you know, not letting it be too much, but then this being the signifier of other ways of expressing your love that's not going to be too much. I don't know. I just feel like that's what it is. And the number on the card is 2 and 3, which is 23, and 2 and 3 is 5. Again, change. So and 8 is in connection to putting the work in, and going inside and doing the inner work, but also having this connection to a lot of spirits, and this guidance that guided you there throughout your entire life, and to be able to reflect on all that. So we do have the overall theme is walk with wings, and it's like float like a butterfly and sting like a bee. It's like the overall theme of being able to be in the middle of that. There's two extremes again. It's like the overall theme of the reading, you know. And it's float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. So it's like you have this ability to give all this love and beauty to the world, and then all of a sudden on the other side of that, you have the sting of a bee. But you've been able to be in the middle of that, and to encourage the natural flow and energy of the life cycle, you know. And what's coming to mind too is, and I know they're not birds, but birds and the bees, you know, being able to have wisdom in relation to teaching others, whether it be your own children, but your friends and family. You just have a general sense and a good finger on the pulse of how life operates and how life functions and how it should function. And and that's the overall theme of the story. But it's like also being able to hold back just enough to resist a little bit, to be able to be balanced at all times. You can see this shadow side, you can see this light side. In this light side, there's a love there, but in this light side, it can floodgate, and in the shadow side, it can definitely flood you out with a lot of this negative energy coming from the heart. But you've been able to balance this and to find balance between the two and let the natural flow of life take place, and giving respect to the journeys of others that are around you, which came in your previous spread in my meditation session for you. We're going to go right to the tarot and get some cards from the tarot as a clarifier in each of these positions here. I normally like to pull 3 cards, but as Spirit directs, we go by that. So we'll see in the past position as clarification, Spirit. Let's see what we got. Now this card came in the sideways position here. So it's this 9 of Pentacles. This is coming to in a sense of financial security and doing this all on your own. And with it being in the side position, maybe you have had a lot of setbacks from reaching this fully. Like you've been there, and then it goes, and then you go there, and then it's like your money situation is burdened by those that you maybe help financially, and maybe that you assist in moving them along, which is kind of you know, I wouldn't say it's alarming. I'd say if it was in the upside down position, it'd be pretty alarming. So I think that you've freely given of yourself, and it's in balance as to your purpose. So I think that you're fulfilling this, but you're giving a lot of it up to the community of the souls that are around you, your soul community, your soul tribe, your soul family, because you feel like that is your purpose, that is your role. So this financial, I wouldn't call it a burden, this financial ebb and flow is taking place right now within your circumstances. So there's still all of this that's shown in this depiction here, you know, and it's these grapes, and she's picking the grapes. It's this harvest which is being created here, or grown, or brought into fruition, is quickly depleted. So it's like going grocery shopping and normally have to go, you know, once every 2 weeks. Well, with it in the sideways position, you're having to go grocery shopping every week. See, just because of more of the support that you're given to others, which is in the past position, which kept you in balance. This was a balance in your checkbook, and always you know, having your needs met, as well as meeting the needs of others too. So this is congratulatory for me, knowing that I have a mother who has helped me, you know, especially in the past, you know, and so I appreciate that. And she's a Cancer as well, and so you guys have very, very strong intuitive minds, but intuitive hearts to fill out certain circumstances and situations that you feel this need to help when you feel like that person is putting forth an effort, and so it makes it easier for you to do so. So let's get a few more cards to kind of tell more of a story here in the past position here, Spirit. Let's see where we're going with this in the past position, Spirit, for Cancer. We're so appreciative of this. All right, I almost thought I had some, but they didn't really fall out. There's 1 and 2. There's 2. Wow. And just what I was saying, you know, it's the King of Swords, the defender of truth. But you see in his face right here, what I quickly was able to grab from this card is this cloak of purple, for one, and it's this crown chakra being delivered by a crow, and I think all birds are signifiers of spiritual realm, and being a crow or a raven, it's a messenger, and this messenger is able to express truths and help you to recognize truths and to wait for the truth and to kind of make your decision from there. And it's like you in the past would expect the truth out of certain people, and you stand there with your hands on the sword, and you're just like, come on. And the frustration that you have on your face here is frustrating to say in the least, but it's almost on the verge of tears. You know, this not being able to just rise above and continue to keep rising. It's like this sun right here. It's wanting to rise and rise above all of this, but here it is. It's below, and it's in the root chakra, so it has to do with your family. Strongly rooted here around your root chakra. And so not being able to rise up above all of this. So I feel like that you base your own success by the success of your legacy, for one. This is all below you. This is at your root chakra, what came from you. But I get a strong sense of what caretakers for your parents and grandparents as well. You know, whatever that might mean to you, and knowing that the spiritual realm is the veil is very thin, and so you're able to get impressions on certain situations about truth, and so the frustrations of knowing the truth but not having it revealed to you by people you would expect. And so I'm just getting right here also like a hurricanes. You know, I'm just going on these swirls here, hurricanes and lightning, the lightning of truth, the sudden knowing of what the truth is, and not really getting what you want, causing kind of this turmoil inside of you. And so right here we also have the Eight of Wands, and this is a card of like I want to say that you've been wounded in a way, but you've been able to step off of the wounds, and you've been able to look forward in life with more optimism and more like a chart, like all these going up on a scale or on a chart, like a graph chart right here, and so this is a line graph, and you can see all things moving forward and up the chart. So it's like being able to have an assessment on members of your family and their progression moving forward. And so that's hopeful, looking into the future. And this with this being shown is you're seeing the truth, and also seeing that they are lining up. Maybe not exactly to how you would like them to line up, given that you have the spirit of truth right there on your shoulder, but nonetheless moving in the right direction. So just remain calm in that, and keep doing what you're doing. It is your purpose. And you can see down here kind of less violent looking tornadoes at the bottom of the deck, and right here at the top, I don't know why, but I get this horns energy. This and in regards to your great big love, is that you resist as much as you can being in devil energy. And so that's what I see here. You know, you see the frustration here, and you see it here pointed and just angry, but you can see with progression and moving forward that these horns even are smaller down. They're still there. So there's a lot of like bottled up energy of passionate anger inside of you, and it's still turning there, but it's like the more that this progresses forward, the more you're able to continue expressing this big love energy, and to ascend yourself, and to like a rocket blast off yourself, as you can see all of these cards doing the same thing as well. So Spirit, in the present position, let's see what is going on with Cancer in the present position. Let's get a read on the present. And all right, I got one card now, but I want to continue getting this, and hopefully I don't spend too much time on this. In the upright, it's the Seven of Wands, always feeling like you have to defend yourself, or defend your family, or defend your kids, or defend your friends. So it's like you would stand up for them. And so with it in the reverse, it's like there's no need to do so anymore. You've developed and you've invoked upon each member of your family, but your friends as well, and coworkers. You've developed a sense of self that is non-combative, no need to defend yourself, but also you've invoked upon them this attribute about them that that they can defend themselves. They don't need you to defend them for them. So it's actually a quality that you've instilled upon maybe your kids or your friends or coworkers or people that you associate with. They know very well not to mess with you or not to get into a combative energy with you because of the escalation, which is also in your pre-read. So let's get some more cards in association with this. Let's get their spirit. Can we get 2 more cards in the present moment in regards to uncaging? So yeah, so in uncaging that, so we got 2 face down, they were face down, and I got 1 right here. So yeah, So I got that 7 of Wands, no longer needing to defend yourself because you're stepping into your power, and you can see right here, you've experienced in the present moment this need or desire to take things away that threaten you or threaten your comfort. So you've been tempted to deplete these things or cut them out of your lives, or take certain aspects away from them to not be able to hurt you, and you're doing this in a way of protecting yourself, and you're kind of doing it in this cloak of like this doing it in disguise, in a sense. So this is an energy of doing things in disguise, but you're doing it only in a way that you're protecting yourself. And so I see these loops and stuff right here at the bottoms of the card and the top, and it's like like almost a deception, but in a way that it's like understandable. You're standing in your power right here as the Queen of Wands, and I view this as being you. And this black cat, I also see there is on the card. And so the black cat could be in similitude to like uncaging right here. You're uncaging, and it says beautiful uncaging. So it's having temperance with your inner knowing, but inner power, this inner beauty that's springing forth about you. And you see a sunflower in her hand, and that's in similitude to like happiness. She's holding happiness in her hand, and for some reason I got that song. I got sunshine in a bag, and I'm useless. Whatever that song is, but yeah, you also have this crown on your head, and it's not no crown of thorns. It's like this flowers, these bees that you help pollinate, creating your abundance, and this is your family and what you've put all that effort into, not only paying you back but bringing you abundance. You've allowed yourself to be so helpful in a way that you're getting it in return. And right here we have obviously this one in the middle. We have this this desire to kind of take things away so that you can keep yourself in protection and at peace, but you also have somebody coming in. And maybe that's what it is that you're doing. You're making sacrifices here, and maybe this is internal. This is an internal sacrifice of getting rid of things, or getting rid of the evidence that you had any struggles. And so that's beautiful. And in this Queen of Wands energy, this is realizing her own, or his own perseverance, and being able to act as though those things weren't happening to you, but they were happening for you, and you're understanding this, but hiding some of the things of your life that you're not very proud of. But you have something coming in the present moment. And this is the Knight of Wands. This is somebody who is coming in their own right, in their own power, but coming in trying to match your energy. But I think that what you're after is more of a king energy, but this Knight energy is very, very tempting. But you see with this Knight, it's somebody who is very guarded, protected in a sense, but but you know, maybe somebody that's in, and I see this deception here, so maybe this card's more attached to this, and it's like hiding things from you. It's a deception that's coming in just for lustful, just for sex. Let's just get to the point here. That's coming in for the sex and is holding his wand here. Is very, let's get to the point here. He's horny, and this is somebody that's coming from a past of healing these energies within herself. But this is somebody that's got this tame cat around, so it's like a fixer-upper in a sense. So it's like he's looking at you, and he's kind of timid and scared, but he's also ready to just rush in. And this is a quick, not the quickest moving knight of the deck, but it's very passionate, very lustful, very playerish kind of mentality. But he's also very intimidated, very reserved on exactly what it is that he's actually feeling, because he covers that with more of a instinctive, innateness about him that's more about getting it on, you know. And so whatever ways that he can do that without actually going any deeper than what the armor will let you, then that's all that's going to be. So this is something like a fixer-upper, like I said, and you've done a lot of fixing-upping around you, and so this might come to you as a challenge, but don't allow it to dip you under financially. And so that's kind of the feelings that I'm getting right here in the present moment, and also with these having to defend for others, you know, because they can defend for themselves. And maybe that's what this energy is coming in is he's very defensive of himself. So it kind of is a temptation right off the bat, because that's what you've been trying to develop and invoke, and that's naturally what you're attracting in, because that's what you really desire. That could be a manifestation of yours, is this knight in shining armor, right? So in the present moment. But yeah, uncaging. So it's maybe a project, and I got that feeling about this two of the second heart right here. So it's like you got the key in here, and all you got to do is turn it, and you uncage this knight's, or this could be a woman as well, but uncaging her heart, or uncaging his heart, and allowing him to go deeper than the armor, allowing him to take off his jacket and shoes and stay a while, kind of a mentality here. And that's in the present moment. And the future, or the outcome, or what could be viewed as the struggle, let's see what's going on here. And it says healing the heart. So I think this is more leaning towards, like, and I get the energy of taking on a fixer-upper kind of a project. And again, we got a sideways card, and it's this Three of Wands. It's like knowing what you want and going and getting it, you know. And it's like in the sideways position, so it's kind of almost like knowing what you want, but knowing that it's kind of far-fetched, you know. It's like a far journey. It's got a lot of work, you know. So you're kind of halfway about ready to go on this journey, or you're halfway not. So let's get a little bit more clarification in this future or outcome position. So it's like maybe seeing that you might have, just because you're coming into your power in the present moment, that you can do better, or that you can not have so much work to do in finding a mate here. So let's go in clarification of being 1 foot in, 1 foot out, on exactly knowing what it is that you want in this certain manifestation, and how this plays out for you. Let's see, Spirit, show us in this future and even near future. There was one, and it flopped around and stayed inside the deck, and it stayed in the upright, and it's this, yeah. I mean, clarifying that is this Two of Pentacles. And is this decision going to affect your finances, which is already what I pulled in the present moment, but in the future, even this could be like this challenge, you know, of juggling not only between you and somebody else, or you with somebody else. It's kind of like juggling, this energy of juggling, and juggling money, you know, and you can see the pentacles right there. But yeah, I get this energy also as well with the waters in the background. You can kind of see the waves here, the ebbs and flows of your money, ups and downs that you may experience with this certain knight right here of wands, you know. And so it's like indecisive energy of what it is that you truly want, knowing that, yeah, this could potentially affect my finances. So with that being said, Spirit, let's see what maybe another card would say in regards to the outcome here. Wow, so we had two different shots of cards come out. Obviously way too many cards, but they both came shooting out face down. But Spirit, let's do that again and see what we got here. So it's like this shooting down. You're in your energy, you're in your power, and it's like you're gonna shoot down having to give up finances. And so we have another card that came out right here, and it's like the Ten of Wands. You're realizing the burdens that are going to be associated with a certain person, so you can see it clearly and feel it clearly. You're in your energy, and is this too much for you to take on at this time? Obviously, going through in the recent past, having to give up some of your finances and kind of just, you know, get your needs met, but not your wants, you know. And that's what you're seeing in this position here, in this future outcome, is your needs might be met, but you're going to be up and down, and still in this struggle, still having the burden of not reaching the financial stability that you seek, you know. And your feelings, Cancer, are always pretty intuitive and accurate. So trust your feelings and separate your thoughts out, because that's the confusion right here. Is this passion and truth, passion and words, you know? And it's like having a balance between what it is that you're saying and having the precise words to say, because you're actually having balance between thoughts and feelings. So that came also in your pre-manifestation read that I pulled from. And also these burdens, it can get heavy, you know. It can get real heavy, and you could end up being alone even by the end of all of this. And maybe this energy that you're dealing with is juggling between two, you know, and also looking for eternal. And it's like he's protected, and I think it's because maybe he might be in this other situation that in any given time could leave you with the burden of being alone, you know, and see that, just juggling, and then obviously going elsewhere and leaving you alone to ponder and to wonder if you've wasted the time, you know. But I don't think in any circumstance, Cancer, that you're wasting your time, because your energy is obviously in the nature of expressing your heart to teach through your heart, and this process that you have in each position of the past, present, future, dealing with the heart. And so it's like, follow your heart is what I'm getting from that. You know, walk with wings, be light on your feet, be young and free, but don't commit to yourself until you can release yourself of seeing the burden as being part of the future. And so let's go into another deck. Spirit wants us to go into another deck, but yes, the Ace of Wands being in this position as well on the bottom of the deck. So it's like a gift from the universe, you know, of seeing things from a different perspective in regards to your emotions and to your passions. Knowing the difference. So that's the lesson in that position in the future kind of outcome there. Let's go into some of these right here. Let's do a moon cycle for each of the positions. Let's do the past and do some moon ology on this a little bit, with you being the Cancer and your governing planet being the moon. Let's see in the past position. And so yeah, nothing is set in stone right here, and we have the mutable moon, and with it being a mutable moon right here, just having enough light to see that the waves are crashing, you know. But it's like nothing is set in stone. This will shortly pass. And this is in regards to your financial burden right here, being in the Nine of Cups energy, but having to give up a lot of that to help those that are close to you. But then being able to see that that those that you're helping, you're actually making a difference, and that you're getting the truth out of the situation by being firm on your footing and not giving too much of yourself, learning valuable lessons in doing that, and moving into more of an encouraging energy, that nothing is yet set in stone. You're giving chances, and you're giving of yourself, even in the midst of chaos. You're able to meet your needs. So in the present position, I mean, I had 3 cards flop out right when I was saying it, so I'm just gonna go quickly right through these. It says work through your fears, so whatever it is that you're having fear of, and you can see right here the new moon in Scorpio, and so it's a sliver of a fear that you have inside of you. I'm getting right here, and it's like this toenail of like of being of crossing the line. I look at it as like an Olympic runner who's putting his toe on the line, beginning to start the race, but they call it an off start because maybe a toe was across the line here. And in regards to your sister sign of Scorpio, but Scorpio being the fixed sign, so it's like this fixed energy that you have on being just a little bit ahead of the competition here, you know, but being a little bit or a lot or whatever, it's still a false start. So being in balance, and this is in the present moment. But we also have here, show the world the real you, you know, and this is a full moon in Aquarius, this healing energy, and this is unleashing or uncaging your heart, you know, and it's the card actually says the beautiful uncaging. So in the present moment, you've experienced this full-on floodgate and show who you are, but then I think this other card's going to be more in what's happening. So you see this sliver right here, and it's like you knew all along you had to be a sliver ahead, and even if it took a false start a few times, you were granted this. You were granted this prosperity that's lying ahead. You overstepped the line in giving of yourself, but this overstep of the line is being viewed on a spiritual realm as extra credit, you know. And it's like you are ahead of the competition, but you're also in the crosshairs of receiving prosperity from spirit, and it's going to come from those that you helped. They're going to help you in return, not even being in the place of needing the help, but being paid back and then some from those that are close to you, that you've obviously given your full heart to. And yeah, so that's wonderful in the present position. But Spirit, show us in the future position or outcome. And there it is. Confidence. Confidence is your key to success. New moon in Leo, and that's where we're at. So it's in the future, but that could be from tomorrow, or even from tonight until a year from now. So it's having the confidence, knowing this knowledge that you have, and knowing that you have this fiery thing about you, and you show up here also as the Queen of Wands as well. So it's like the taming of the beasts. You know, you've been able to tame your thoughts, and so to speak, and not letting them come out of you in rage and without thinking through it with your heart, letting it channel through your heart, which would bring you into balance. And so that's what I think is coming here, and it's like that is the confidence that is allowing you to keep this sliver again. You can see it again, this sliver here of light, and this shimmering of hope. And so it's what lies ahead. And it says right here, prosperity. This prosperity is being firm on your beliefs, and firm on what you are in the knowing. You knew all along giving of yourself and bolstering those up around you was going to bring you prosperity in the end. That's also the confidence is your key to success. And so you can see here as well, confidence is your key to success. Confidence. Having the confidence to be able to have a beautiful unleashing. You're going to have an unleashing, and this is several hearts around you, the several hearts that you have supporting you, the several hearts that you're supporting, So be confident in that. And then, you know, healing the heart. You're healing your heart. It's allowing others around you to be inspired to do the same and to be able to channel their emotions in a way that they're taking their thoughts to their heart and they're letting it come out squeakingly, you know, with ease and with control and without jumping to anger or jumping to too much excitement or too much giving. So it's balancing yourself. You can see it here again in the shadow and in the light. So yeah, very beautiful kind of read that we're going through right now with. And let's do a little bit more clarification on kind of what it is that in the present moment, what it is that you're dealing with as far as having the confidence to move forward and seeing the prosperity right around the corner. Like, how do we help Cancer see this prosperity around the corner, Spirit? In the present moment, we want to help Cancer see what it is. So it's right here. Understanding that you are of royalty, and you are an integral part in other people's lives, especially the ones around you, and in their healing and in their raising their vibration and being joyful. And the more that the people around you are experiencing success by your energy, and I'm getting a word of I want to say shots of energy, or I want to say like an energetic, like lightning, like bolts of energy that you give to those around you, is creating this royalty about your role. You can see the purple here as a royalty, and this crown chakra, you know, the royal you, stepping past this third eye into the crown chakra, connecting you to the goddess or the god that's within you. So it's very beautiful card here, and the number is 16. 16, something maybe you've been working on since you were 16, or you've got this taking place from 16 months ago, or this is looking forward to the next 16 months, maybe, you know, a year and a half of realizing who you are and that you are of royalty, but also feeling the world, feeling this energy of the world, grounding yourself, and knowing that most of the world is water, you know, and so your energy automatically gravitates to that connection. We also have the number 13 right here, and it comes into 4, which is stability, you know, knowing what's going on in the world, you know, what's the pandemics, you know, and those certain kind of energies, not paying too much mind to like what's political or what's in the news, but more of the energetic pull that you get from Gaia, from Mother Earth, and to be able to transcend with those energies, and to see that you can walk with wings, that you can help the bees and help Mother Earth with your light, to be able to pollinate all the living beings around here, to help generate some movement and generate equilibrium, and getting a general sense of your surroundings and your world. You got the world in your hands, and your world in your hands. You've got so to speak, family members that come before you, but you got family members that come after you as part of your legacy. But I can see again stars, and all these orbs everywhere, and stars on you. You are a mark of healing, and all the trials and tribulations that you've been through, and your perseverance that you've exuberated. I don't know why that's coming to my mind, but you exemplified. And so yeah, you got this bright light about you that's attractive, and it's gonna be broadcast throughout the world. This energetic influx that you're creating within your own world, that's gonna spread to other worlds around you. So yeah, it's a fantastic card to have at this time in the present moment. How you can receive the help, and what cards that are pulling energetically, and you realizing your confidence. What's going to help you realize your confidence and prosperity that's right around the corner. And so this beautiful uncaging of yourself, but also of others around you. You hold the key You're the master of keys, and to be able to get to the core of the issue, the core of the heart, to unleash and to open portals, and to be the example of the knower. You have so much knowledge and wisdom about you. You've lived a life full of experience, and it may have not come easy, but you always have been provided for to get what you need. May not be always what you want, but that's right around the corner. And so what is it that Cancer needs or wants the most out of his or her manifestations? What is it that they desire the most, Spirit? Wow, you desire a lot. So about half the deck came down. So there's a lot that you're desiring. So, I mean, that's fantastic. I really think so. But let's narrow it down to the number one thing that you want. The number one thing that you want. Oh my gosh, and I just have to say it. I mean, down the bottom of the deck, number one thing. So it's something that I won't pull and flop out, but I just want to show you. This is the number one thing that you want. Is you want to have this this healing power that has deep roots. This healing power being bestowed upon you, and to be able to see the beauty in the chaos, but then to have this raveling around you, and your life in its own sense unraveling before your eyes. And so number one is like this earth magic, this magic that you bring to the earth, and you had the world in your hands on that. So, and it's like, and I can see like you bringing out the angel within you, and to allow yourself to walk with wings. So the overall theme, right? And a lot of attention being paid to this, to these feet. So it's like ballerina dancing. You can see the feet carefully placed and along these thorns, you know, and amongst, you know, some kind of sunset. So the clearing of danger in all aspects, even though you walked through it like it wasn't there, you know, but then also realizing that there is no danger. Even in the face of danger, there is no danger. You're very confident in yourself. And so, I mean, that's a pretty good pull on everything. I think a lot of the reading is in regards to your heart, and also the hearts of others. And so, and so the approach, you might come at with a little bit of defense or energy of lack or loss, but you're seeing the growth in this. You're seeing the progression. You're moving forward. And so let's get a few pulls on the stones that will help you right now in the present moment and moving forward with these energies in mind. Let's see what we got here. Spirit. Yeah, so you really want to know your stone, don't you? All right, so let's see right here. Let's see. All right, we got it. So if I can pronounce this, I'm going to flip it around and let you see if you could. Right? That's a pretty big word. Let's see. Lepidocrocite. Lepidocrocite. It says open heart. Grounded teacher. Wow. And so it says here, practical and methodical. Lepidocrocite approaches spirituality in a tangible way. Wow. Grounding practices back to the earth while staying connected to source energy. A great crystal for teachers or anyone who wishes to pass down spiritual teachings. Lepidocrocite values tradition and educates without judgment, sharing wisdom for humanity's highest good. Lepidocrocite helps with committing to your life's purpose, staying focused on the tasks at hand, and taking action in order to make progress. Each day you are one step closer to your dreams. And the energy of Sagittarius, and the planet that is associated with this is Earth, obviously. But yes, getting to the heart of the matter. You look at that stone, and I can see it's like spirit, like if you flip it here, spiritually, but bring in it grounded, root chakra, bringing it grounded, but also in similitude to this heart in the middle, heart chakra. I can just pull from these colors of the stone. So it's like that connection to spirit, grounding it, bringing it to the ground, but being able to teach from it, you know, and it's from the root. And it's like, if it's coming from the root, that also came in your reading as well, from the root. Those that you are in family with, that come before you, but that come after you, this legacy, what you're teaching there. And what you're teaching there is this coming from a loving place, but it can be of tough love as well, this passionate, tough love as well, but a passionate as well as giving all that you have to those that you can feel that are being authentic to themselves. So very beautiful stone there. We're going to ask Spirit if there's any more stones that need to come out at this time. Any more stones that we can have come out at this time. So if it goes to the floor, it comes to your door. I had 2 other ones that popped up, but we're only limited on time here, so we're going to go to this one. It's pink fluorite, guidance, ease, and comfort. It says pink fluorite mends pieces of the soul, reintegrating its fragments to make you whole again. Sometimes we get lost along our journeys, and pink fluorite can assist us in coming back home to our true selves. Staying present inside your body, acknowledging and accepting each moment as it is, and detaching yourself from outcomes are helpful practices amplified by using pink fluorite. This stone helps ease despair, giving you a surge of comfort and confidence that you have what it takes to make it through life's challenges. And it's in the sign of Pisces, but then the governing planet is Mercury. Pink fluorite. If you can see that right there, pink fluorite. Yeah, perfect. I mean, it goes right with the reading, like the other stone also did as well. Some of the energies here are kind of balancing act here, and the fact that you had the 3 hearts come out, and then the focus on the second heart and this energy coming into you in this present moment, and knowing what that kind of looks like here, and knowing what it is that you need to do to kind of protect your heart, but not give your heart so fully. And it's kind of being more reserved. And that's kind of the energy that you're receiving from this, but it's also the energy that you're going to match with. So say this night you're able to unlock the heart too, as your passion project, so to speak, then you will match the energies moving forward. So that's the thing about confidence. You know, it's having the confidence that what you're doing is manifesting. The things that you are thinking about, you're bringing about. So I'm eager to tell you to just stay confident. And right here we have these keywords that I promised you at the end of the reading. We're going to go through and see what they say. The first one being rain. Rain. It says to be out in a clear shower of rain denotes that pleasure will be enjoyed with the zest of youth, and prosperity will come to you. Wow! That was all in the reading. If the rain descends from murky clouds, you will feel alarmed over the graveness of your undertakings. So there you go. To see and hear rain approaching and you escape being wet, you will succeed in your plans and your designs will mature rapidly. To be sitting in the house and see through the window a downpour of rain denotes that you will possess fortune and passionate love will be requited. To hear the patter of rain on the roof and denotes a realization of domestic bliss and joy. Fortune will come in a small way. To dream that your house is leaking during a rain, if the water is clear, foretells that illicit pleasure will come to you rather unexpectedly. Wow. But if filthy or muddy, you may expect the reverse and also exposure. Wow. To find yourself regretting some duty unperformed while listening to the rain denotes that you will seek pleasure at the expense of others' sense of propriety and justice. To see it rain on others foretells that you will exclude friends from your confidence. To see it raining on livestock foretells disappointment in business and unpleasantness in social circles. Stormy rains are always unfortunate. All right, so moving from there, we're going to dice. And dice. To dream of dice is indicative of unfortunate speculations and consequent misery and despair. It also foretells contagious sickness. Ooh. Don't like that one. So don't roll the dice in your dreams. Cards is the next one. cards. It's funny too, because I got the hit for cards, and I thought, oh, it's just because I'm playing with cards, but it said no, it's cards. So I was kind of arguing with Spirit about that, but it was very adamant about having cards be as part of your dreams. So if playing them in your dreams with others for social pastime, you will meet with fair realization of hopes that have long buoyed you up. Small ills will vanish. Playing for stakes will involve you in difficulties of a serious nature. If you lose at cards, you will encounter enemies. If you win, you will justify yourself in the eyes of the law, but will have trouble in so doing. In social games, seeing diamonds indicates wealth. Clubs, that your partner in life will be exacting, and that you may have trouble in explaining your absence at times. Hearts denote fidelity and cozy surroundings. Spades signify that you will be a widow and encumbered with a large estate. So cards. That's cards. And then we got lace. Getting there, getting there. Lace. If you dream of lace, you will be happy in the realization of your most ambitious desires, and lovers will bow to your edict. No questioning or imperiousness on their part. If you buy lace, you will conduct an expensive establishment, but wealth will be a solid friend. If you sell lace, your desires will outrun your resources. To dream of making lace forecasts that you will win a wealthy spouse. I like that for you, Cancer. And then let's go into the next one. It is letter. Same letter. All right. Letter. So there's a lot about letter, but I'm just going to go to the ones that I'm drawn to. We'll do the first one just to get there first. To dream that you see a registered letter foretells that some money matters will disrupt long establishing relations. A sweetheart will covet other gifts than their own. Letters nearly always bring worry. To business people, it denotes envious and covetousness. To dream that you write a letter denotes that you will be hasty in condemning someone on suspicion, and regrets will follow. To receive a letter by hand denotes that you are acting ungenerously towards your companions or sweetheart, and you also are not upright in your dealings. To converse with a letter carrier, you will implicate yourself in some scandalous proceedings. So, yeah, I'm going to read one more to see if I can find a good one for you. To dream of trying to conceal a letter from your sweetheart intimates that you are interested in unworthy occupations. To dream of a letter with a black border signifies distress of some relative. Letter. I hope you're not dreaming of a letter, I guess. Closet. That's the last one. And this will close out your reading with the one closet. 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 To dream of a closet signifies the presence of secrets and fear. A great deal of attention is focused on what is unseen. There you go. So I hope you are going to have a good week, and that you can tap into those dream energies so that you can bring the 5D into the 3D. Also note that with even the negative there, you can transmute those kinds of energies and have more control over what you bring into the 3D. So note these interpreted meanings, and I hope you have a good one. Namaste.